Once upon a time,
I wish
in a far-off kingdom,
more than anything.
lived a young maiden,
Life,
a sad young lad,
more than jewels. I wish
and a childless baker
more than life. I wish
with his wife.
more than anything, more than the moon. I wish the king is giving a festival. More than life, I wish to go to the festival. More than riches, I wish my cow would give us some milk. More than anything, I want a child. I wish. You wish to go to the festival?
What was man that died?
You said they're all at the festival, the king festival.
And her father had taken for his new wife a woman with 2 daughters of her own. All 3 were beautiful of face, but were vile and black of heart.
Will I come in, little girl? I wish. It's not for me, it's for my granny in the woods. A loaf of bread, please, to bring my poor old hungry granny in the woods. Just a loaf of bread, please. Thank you. Into the woods, it's time to go. I hate to leave, I have to though. Into the woods, it's time to so I must begin my journey. Into the woods and through the trees to where I am expected, ma'am. Into the woods to grandmother's house. You certain of your way? The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. I sort of hate to ask it, but do you have a basket? Don't stray me late. Into the woods to bring some bread for Granny who is sick in bed. Never can tell what lies ahead. For all that I know, she's already dead. But into the woods, into the woods, into the woods to grandma's house and home before dark.
Jack, on the other hand, had no grandfather and no mother. When his mother was. She was not quite beautiful.
Ooh. I wish this house was not a mess. I wish the cow was full of milk. I wish a lot of things. Listen well, son. Milky White must be taken to market. But mother, no, he's the best cow. She's given us no milk for a week. We've no food, no money, and no other choice but to sell her. But Milky White's my best friend in the whole world. Just look at her. There are bugs on her duds.
Moo!
There are flies in her eyes. There's a lump on her rump, big enough to be a hump. And no one keeps a cow for a friend. Moo! Fetch me the best price you can. Take no less than £5. Are you listening to me?
Yes, no more than £5.
Less than 5. Now go.
The baker had lost his mother and father in a baking accident. Well, at least that is what he believed, so he was eager to have a family of his own, and was concerned that all efforts until now had failed.
Who might that be? It's the witch from their store.
The old enchantress told the couple that she had placed a spell on their house.
In the past, when your mother was with child, she developed an unusual appetite. She took one look at my beautiful garden and told your father what she wanted more than anything in the world. Greens, and nothing but greens. Parsley, peppers, cabbages, and celery, asparagus, and watercress, and field cress, and lettuce. He said, alright, but it wasn't quite, cause I caught him in the autumn in my garden one night. He was robbing me, harassing me, running through my rutabaga, raiding my arugula, and ripping up the rampion, my champion, my favorite. I should have laid a spell on him. Right there could have turned him into stone or a dog or a chair. But I let him have the ramping I'd lost to spare. In return, however, I said fair is fair. You can let me have the baby that your wife will bear. I would call it square.
I had a brother?
No, but you had a sister.
But the witch refused to tell him any more of his sister. Not even that her name was Rapunzel.
I thought I had been more than reasonable. But how was I to know what your father had also hidden in his pocket? Beans. Beans? Special beans. I let him go. I didn't know he'd stolen my beans. I was watching him crawl back over the wall. Then bang, crash, the lightning flash. Hey, well, that's another story. Never mind. Anyway, unless the big day came, I made my claim. Oh, to take away the baby, they shrieked and screamed. But I did. And hid it where she'd never be reached. And your father cried and your mother died. For extra measure, I knew it was a pleasure. I said, sorry, still not mollified. And I laid a little spell on him. You too, son. That your family tree will always be a barren one. Now there's no more fuss and there's no more scenes. Well, my garden thrives. You should see my nectarines. But I'm telling you the same I tell pigs and queens. Don't ever mess around with my greens. Especially pigs.
The witch, for purposes of her own, told the baker how he might lift the spell.
You wish to have the curse reversed? I'll need a certain potion first. Go to the wood and bring me back. 1, the cow as white as milk. 2, the cake as red as blood. 3, the hair as yellow as corn. 4, the slipper as pure as gold. Bring me these before the chime of midnight in 3 days' time, and you shall have, I guarantee, a child as perfect as child can be. Go to the wood.
Ladies, our carts wait. We may go to the festival.
The festival? You make us the fool of the festival and mortify the prince. Our carriage is waiting. We must be gone.
Look what I found with fathers of hunting jacket.
6 beans.
I wonder if they're
The witch's beans. We'll take them with us.
No, we're not to come, and that's fine. Now, what am I to return with?
You don't remember? The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the slipper is pure as gold, the cow is white
And
as
so
milk,
the baker reluctantly set off to meet the enchantress's demands. As for Cinderella,
I still wish to go to the festival. But how am I ever to get to the festival? I know, I'll visit Mother Brave, the grave of the hazel tree, and tell her I didn't want to go to the king's festival. to go to the festival. Into the woods to Grandmother's house. Into the woods to Grandmother's house. The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. No need to be afraid, there's something in the glade there. Into the woods to get the thing that makes it worth the journey. See the king, to sow the cow, to make the potion, to seed, to sell, to get, to bring, to make, to lift, to go to the festival. Into the woods, into the woods, into the woods and out of the woods. And long before dark.
Cinderella had planted a branch at the grove with her mother, and visited there so often, and wept so much, that her tears watered it until it grew into a handsome tree.
I wish.
What, child? Specify. Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor.
I wish.
Do you know what you wish? Are you certain what you wish is what you want? Ask the tree, and you shall have your wish.
Shiver and quiver, little tree, silver and gold thrown down on me. I'm off to get my wish.
Silence everywhere, Milky White. Not to my liking. Hello, Jack. How do you know my name?
How much are you asking for the animal?
No less than £5.
Why? You'd be lucky to exchange her for a set of me.
Moo! Come along, Milky White. There are spirits here.
Good day, young lady.
Good day, Mr. Wolf.
Whither away so hurriedly?
To my grandmother's.
And what might be in your basket?
Bread and wine, so grandmother will have something good to make her strong.
And where might your grandmother live?
Further in the woods, her house stands under 3 large oak trees.
Hello, little girl. What's your rush? You're missing all the flowers. The sun won't set for hours. Take your
Mother said
time.
straight ahead, not to the way or be
But
misled.
slow, little girl. Hark and hush. The birds are singing sweetly. You'll miss the birds completely. You're traveling so fleetly.
Mother said not to stray, still I suppose a small delay. Granny might like a fresh bouquet. Goodbye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, little girl. And hello. cow.
This red is black, the hair is yellow as corn.
What are you doing here?
You forgot your scarf.
No business being out here alone in the woods. Go home immediately.
I wish to help.
No, the spell's on my house.
The cow is white as milk.
Well, hello there, young lad. Hello there, sir. What might you be doing in the woods with a cow? I was heading towards market, but I've seemed to have lost my way.
And what are you planning on doing?
And what are you planning on doing there?
Sell my cow, no less than £5.
£5!
And if you can't fetch that sum, what are you to do then?
I suppose my mother and I will have no food to eat.
Beans! Oh, we mustn't give up on our beans. Well, if you feel we must.
Huh?
We'll bring you food, beans, in exchange for my cow. These are no ordinary beans, son. These beans, they carry magic.
What kind of magic?
Tell him.
Magic? That defies description. You'd be lucky to exchange her for a sack of beans. How many beans? 6.
5. We mustn't part with all of them. We must keep one for ourselves. Besides, I say that they're £1 each, at the very least.
Could I buy my cow back? Possibly.
Good luck there, young lad. I guess this is goodbye, oh pal. You've been a perfect friend. I hate to see us part, oh pal. Someday I'll buy you back. I'll see you soon again. I hope that when I do, it won't be on a plate. Take the cow and go home.
I was just trying to be helpful.
Magic beans? Are we gonna dispel this curse through deceit?
If you know what you want, then you go and you find it and you get it.
Oh,
Do we want a child or not? And you give and you take and you bid and you bargain or you live to regret it.
would you please go home?
There are rights and wrongs and in-betweens. No one waits when fortune intervenes. And maybe they're really magic. Who knows?
Go home. I'll carry this out in my own fashion.
The beggar continued his search for the caper's red as blood. As for Rapunzel, the witch was careful not to lose this beauty to the outside world, and so shut her within a doorless tower that lay deep within the forest. And when the old enchantress paid a visit, she called forth,
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me. Rapunzel, 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 Rapunzel.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, what a strange but beautiful name, and fit for a prince. Tomorrow, before that horrible witch arrives, I'll stand beneath the tower and ask her to let her hair down to me.
love a red cake just like that.
I think you look pretty foolish.
Mind if I have a look at it?
I would like to see it on my cake. Please give it back.
Forget the little girl, I got the cake!
I was just making sure that you really love this cake. Now, you go up to Granny's and make sure no wolf comes your way.
I'd rather a wolf than you any day!
If you know what you need, then you go and you find it and you take it. Do I want a child or not? Things are only what you need them for. What's important is who needs them more. I need that cake.
And so, with newfound determination, the baker went after the red cake. As for the little girl, she was surprised to find the door to her grandmother's cottage standing open.
Hi, Grandmother.
Hello, dear.
Very strange. What big ears you have?
The better to hear you with.
But, Grandmother, what big eyes you have?
The better to see you with.
But, Grandmother, what a big, terrible, wet mouth you have!
Let's eat you with.
With his appetite appeased, the wolf went to bed for a nice long nap.
Our grandmother has a mighty storm. Odd, where is the little one? Wait, what is this little piece of red cloth in the corner of your mouth? Aha! I'll get the cake from within your stomach.
Quiet, child! This evil must be destroyed.
I'll leave you to your task.
Wait! Don't you want the skins?
No, you keep them.
What kind of a hunter are you?
I'm a baker.
He said straight ahead, not to way or be misled. I should have heeded her advice, but he seemed so nice. And he showed me things, many beautiful things that I hadn't thought to explore. They were off my path, so I never had dared. I had been so careful, I never had cared. And he made me feel excited, well, excited and scared. When he said come in with that sickening grin, how could I know what was in store? Once his teeth were bare, though I really got scared, well, excited and scared, but he drew me close and he swallowed me down a dark, slimy path where lay secrets that I never want to know. But I know things now, many valuable things that I hadn't known before. Do not put your faith in the cape and a hood. They will not protect you the way that they should. And take extra care with strangers, even flowers have their dangers, and though scary is exciting, nice is different than good. Now I know, don't be scared, Granny's right, just be prepared. Isn't it nice to know a lot? And a little bit not. Mr. Baker, you saved our lives. Here.
Are you certain?
Yeah, maybe Granny will make you another one of the skins of that wolf.
So the baker, With the second item in hand, feeling braver and more satisfied than he had ever felt, ran back through the woods. As for the lad Jack,
Only a doll would exchange a cow for beans.
Mother, no!
Mother, no! Mother, no!
but little did they know that those beans would grow into an enormous stalk that would stretch into the heavens.
Have you seen the most beautiful young maiden in a ball gown pass through?
I don't think so, sir. I think I see her over there.
Then go! Why does my father pay you?
I've never liked royalty before. I've never done anything to royalty before. Thank you. What a beautiful gown you're wearing. Were you at the King's Festival? Yes. Aren't you the lucky one? If a prince were looking for me, I certainly wouldn't hide. Tell me about the war.
It's a very nice ball.
Yes, and
They have far too much food.
no, the prince.
Oh, the prince.
Yes, the prince.
If he knew who I really was.
Oh, who?
I'm afraid I was rude.
Oh, how?
Now I'm being pursued.
Yes,
And
and
I'm not in the mood.
are you to return to the festival tomorrow eve?
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Or to be pursued by a prince. All that pursues me is tomorrow's bread. What I wouldn't give to be in your shoes.
Just look over there. An enormous vine is growing right next to that little cottage.
I mean slippers.
It looks like a giant beanstalk rising into the sky.
As pure as gold.
I must get home.
Wait, I need your shoes. Hey, come back here! There are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible giants in the sky. When you're way up high and you look below at the world you've left and the things you know, little more than a glance is enough to show you just how small you are. When you're way up high and you're on your own in a world like none that you're there and none, the sky is light and the earth is stone, you're free to do whatever pleases you, exploring things you never dare cause you don't care when suddenly there's a big, tall, terrible giant at the door. A big, tall, terrible giant with a terrible roar. So you steal some gold and away you go, and you scramble down to the world below, and you're back again, only different than before. After the sky, there are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible, awesome, scary, wonderful giants in the sky.
Good fortune, sir. 5 gold pieces. Where's Rocky White? Yes, I know I said I would sell, but I'm not sure that 5 gold pieces. Are you saying that you wish for more money? Stay here, I'll fetch some more. No, wait! 5 gold pieces. 5 supplies for a year. I could buy a new chimney or a new thatched roof.
But could you buy yourself a child?
Who are you?
How badly do you wish a child? 5 gold pieces, 10?
Never really thought to put a price on it.
Exactly! The money is not what's important. What's important is that your wish be honored.
What are you doing here?
I see you've the cake.
Yes, got the cake. Only 2 items left to list. 3, 2.
You've the cake.
What have you done with the cow?
She ran away. I never got home. I've been looking for her all night.
I knew I shouldn't have trusted her to you.
She might just as easily have run away from you.
But she didn't.
I'm sorry I lost the cow.
I shouldn't have yelled. Now will you please go home? I'll make things right. And then we can just go about our lives. No more hunting around the woods for strange objects. No more witches or dim-witted boys or hungry little girls. Go!
Oh, there you are, good brother. Father and I have wondered where you had gone.
I have been looking all night for her. The beautiful one that I danced the evening with.
Where did she go?
She disappeared.
I too have found a lovely maid. She lives in a tall tower that has no doors or stairs.
And how do you manage a visit?
Well, I stand beneath her tower and say, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, and down your head. And then she lowers the longest, most beautiful head of hair, yellow is called, which I find her.
Rapunzel? What kind of a name is Rapunzel, you jest?
She is as true as your baby, a maiden running from a prince. Does that make sense? None can run from us.
Yet, one has. Did I abuse her or show her disdain? Why does she run from me? If I should lose her, how shall I regain the heart she has won from me? Agony beyond power of speech, when the one thing you want is the only thing out of your reach.
High in her tower, she sits by the hour, maintaining her hair. Life can be comely and free, can be humming and light-hearted air. Agony, far more painful than yours. When you know she'll go with you, if there only were doors.
Oh, the torture they teach. Always 10 steps behind.
Always 10 feet below.
And she's just out of reach. Agony that can cut like a knife. I must have her tonight.
Two princes, each more handsome than the other. No, get the head.
Have you seen a boy named Jack?
Not the one partial to a white cow?
He's the one.
Have you seen the white cow?
The cow? No, and I never see ever again.
I've not seen your son today.
It's okay. I hope he didn't go up that beach. Jack! Jack!
Moo! Moo!
likely to do you much good.
I need the shoe. Stop that. I need to have a baby. I need to get out of here.
You freak!
Where did she go? Don't have food! Woman!
Oh, you mean the one in the beautiful ball gown? She went in that direction. I was just trying to hold her here for you.
I can capture my own damsel, thank you.
Keep the cow.
Yes, I got the cow. Ready, two? We got 2 out of 4.
3,
2.
3. Compare this to your corn.
Where did you find this?
I pulled it from a maiden in a tower, and I almost got the 4th one, but she ran away.
2, 3. We've got one tiny day left. Surely we can locate it by then.
We? You mean you'll allow me to stay?
Well, perhaps it will take 2 of us to get this child.
You're caring, you're different and more. More sure, more sharing, you're getting us through the war. You could see, you're not the man who started, and much more open-hearted than I knew you to be. It takes 2. I thought 1 was enough, it's not true. It takes 2 of us, you came through. When the journey was rough, it took you. It took 2 of us, it takes care. It takes patience and fear and despair to change. Oh, you swear to change, can tell if you do. Takes 2, we've changed, we're strangers. I'm meeting you in the woods. Who lights, what dangers? I know get past the walls. And once we're past, let's hope the changes last. Beyond woods, beyond witches and slippers and hoods. Just the 2 of us, beyond lies, safe at home with our beautiful prize. Just the 2 of us, it takes trust, it takes just a bit more and we're done. We want 4, we had none, we've got 3, we need 1, it takes 2.
that you go for the car, as I have met a maiden with a golden slipper, and I think I might succeed in winning one of her shoes.
Fine, that's simply fine.
As for Rapunzel, the witch discovered her affection for the prince before he could spirit
Why
her
did you
away.
tell me you had a visitor?
Who's living from that tower?
I gave you protection and yet you disobeyed.
I'm no longer a child. I wish to see the world.
Don't you know what's out there in the world? Someone has to shield you from the world. Stay with me. Princes ways there in the world, it's true. Princes, yes, but wolves and humans too. Stay at home. I am home. Who out there could love you more than I? What out there that I cannot supply? Stay with me. Stay with me. The world is dark and wild. Stay a child while you can be a child. With me. I will not shame, but I'll show you a world you've never seen. No, no, no!
After having cast out Rapunzel to a remote desert, the witch returned to take the prince by surprise. And as he leapt from the tower, the thorns into which he fell pierced his eyes and blinded him. As for Cinderella, she returned from her final visit to the festival.
He's a very smart prince. He's a prince who prepares, knowing this time I'd run from him. He spread pitch on the stairs. I was caught unawares, and I thought, well, he cared. This is more than just malice. Better stop and take stock while you're standing here stuck on the steps of the palace. Well, that's what you want. Better make a decision. Even though they don't care, you'll be better off there where there's nothing to choose, so there's nothing to lose. So you pry up your shoes. Then from out of the blue, and without any guide, you know what your decision is, which is not to decide. You just leave him a clue. For example, a shoe, and then see what he'll do. Now it's he and not you who is stuck with a shoe in a stew, in the goo. And you've learned something too, something you never knew, on the steps of the palace.
Please, just hear me out. Hear you out. We have nothing to discuss. You've attacked me once before. I did not attack you. do not know, sir.
Lie, of course do you lie.
I've got the cow. The slipper. We all for. Hey!
I'll give this to the prince.
And we just can't buy from it to a fit to see.
It's mine. I don't care if this will cost me my life.
Give her the slipper and all will.
I'm the maiden slipper.
And sir, I succeeded in obtaining our slipper. Give them the slipper and all will come to a happy end. Shut up!
Do as he says. He's obviously a spirit of some kind, and we only need one. About that, is there? Stewards, we must be off. I am to get my rest before tomorrow's search is to commence.
Does anyone care? There's a dead giant in my backyard! You have all the objects?
Yes.
Wait. That cow doesn't look as white as built to be.
Oh, she is. She is.
This cow's become a good flower.
We did have cows white as milk, honestly, we did.
Then where is she?
She's, dead.
We thought you'd prefer a live cow.
Of course I prefer a live cow. So bring me the dead cow and I'll bring her back to life.
You could do that.
Now! Very well, son. Everyone will see.
Mother, look, the most beautiful heart.
Shame on you. You've stolen too much.
She's too heavy. What's happening? Now I have my best friend and diary.
Quiet! Feed the objects to the cow. You heard me. Feed it to the cow.
Ultimate shiny milk for me. Squeeze cow.
Wrong ingredients. Forget about a child.
No, we followed your instructions. That cow was as white as milk. The cake was as red as blood. The slipper was as pure as golden.
And thought I compared the hair to this ear of corn.
I pulled it from a maiden in the tower and...
What? I touched that hair. Don't you understand? I could not have touched any of the ingredients.
The corn! The corn! What? The silky hair of the corn! Pull it from the ear and feed it to the cow! Quickly!
Just better work on them before the last row has been out, or your son will be the last of your flesh and blood.
Son?
Yes, meet your father.
Father?
man died, having helped end the curse on his house. For the baker, there would be no reunion with his father, and he and his wife, bewildered, returned home. The witch, who had been cursed with age and ugliness the night when the lightning flashed and the beans had been stolen, was now returned to her former state of youth and beauty. Milky White, after a night of severe indigestion, was reunited with the now wealthy Jack. And finally, as for Rapunzel, she lived impoverished in the desert until the day her prince, wandering aimlessly, heard a voice so familiar that he went towards it. As he approached, Rapunzel, overjoyed at seeing him, fell into his arms weeping. 2 of her tears wet in his eyes, and their touch restored his vision.
I bet you as soon as you've learned your lesson. This is Blue-Eyed Julia. Come with me, Charlie, to be happy as we once were.
She will not go with you.
Let her speak for herself. You're the only family I know. Come with me, please. You give me no choice.
As is often the way in these tales, in exchange for her youth and beauty, the witch lost her power over others.
It's not fair!
Let's see her, I suppose. As for Cinderella's prince, he began his search for the foot to fit the gold slipper. When he came to Cinderella's house, Cinderella's stepmother took the slipper into Florinda's room.
Careful, my sword!
Darling, I know what'll be true. Have to go, but when you can find you can sit or ride, you never need to walk.
The girl obeyed and swallowed her pain, and joined the prince to become his bride.
This one is not the bride that's true. Search for the foot that fits.
The prince returned the false bride and asked the other sister to try on the shoe.
Never my girl, come up the middle of the hill at the wheel, and when you swipe, you're such a life, you never need to walk.
The girl obeyed and swallowed her pain, and joined the prince to become his bride. But once again, the prince noticed the blood trickling from the shoe. And when Cinderella presented herself and tried on the blood-soaked slipper, well, it fits like a glove.
This is the true bride.
I see a princess around you. Yes. Thank you for the slipper.
past. All that seemed wrong was now right. The kingdoms were filled with joy, and those who deserved to were certain to live a long and happy life. Ever after.
Ever after, journey over, all is ended, and it's not just for today, but tomorrow, and